Hey everyone, it's Adam and I'm back with another review. This time I'm talking about something I'm really excited to be talking about. It's an awesome movie that just came out recently. We're going to be talking about Boyhood. Alright, well, for those of you who don't know, Boyhood was a movie that came out recently, and I can't really give you a rundown or a brief overlook of what the plot is, because there is not really any plot for this movie. It follows a child, Mason, from the age of 5 to 18, and whereas every other Hollywood movie would get, different actors to play the one character throughout time, what makes Boyhood stand out from the crowd and what makes it such a unique experience is the fact that it's the same actor playing his character over the course of 12 years. The was filmed over 12 years, which is just an extraordinary feat, and it really, going into this movie, I thought that the whole being filmed over 12 years thing, it was cool, but I thought that, will it really add to, the movie at all, the experience of seeing it? And the first half, you don't really feel that, you don't really feel the impact of the same actor having played the character over 12 years because he's still really young. But as he gets older, as you see him as a teenager, as you see him hit adulthood, it really starts to sink in. You really start to understand why they chose to keep the same actor over 12 years. It's incredible because you're literally seeing this person grow up, and that's something no other film can give you. There are movies that will show you the childhood of someone, but with different actors playing them all the way through. Boyhood gives you something, and you can take something out of Boyhood that no other film ever can. Which, the movie gets a gold star right there. I understand that the idea of a movie not having a plot probably wouldn't be very appealing to most of you, but I can tell you that it more than makes up for it. Each point of his life kind of really touches on serious issues that a lot of people have to face growing up. Mason, he's got divorced parents. He has to go through, seeing each parent go through relationships that abuse of partners. So social media is touched on, not the importance, but just the impact it has on the modern world. Relationships, breakups, being in love at a young age. It's just incredible the amount of things this film managed to touch on in, I think the runtime is something around 160 something minutes, so it's just under 3 hours, and going in I was worried that it would really start to drag out and that I wouldn't be, I'd feel like it just went for too long, but it doesn't. This movie really doesn't feel like it goes for as long as it does. The time really flies when you're watching it. I think probably one of the smartest things they did with this movie was the soundtrack. They used songs to kind of give you a feel of, what point in time you're at. Like, this movie had me from the moment it started. It kicks off, you've got the clouds, the writing coming over on the screen telling you what the name of the movie is, yada yada yada. All of it is happening to the song Yellow by Coldplay, which, being a Coldplay fan, it's pretty awesome to kick off with, but it also kind of lets you know we're in the early 2000s, and each time they hit another point in time, a song from that era will play, like the Poker Face by Lady Gaga plays, and you can kind of realise, alright, so we're kind of, 2008, 2009-ish, and all the way through, just music is used as a key way of helping you know where we are, where we're at. Obviously, like any other movie, this had its issues, and I think the main issue was the acting by the older people, the adults, was really good. Ethan Hawke, as always, does a great job, and Patricia Arquette in particular really stands out as the mother. She goes through so much in this film, and it really starts to show, and she just handles it all perfectly, which is so incredible considering that she would be filming this in between different movies because, you know, it's taking place over 12 years. It's not just the children who were filming this over 12 years. It's the adults, it's everyone involved. They'd all have to, you know, in between film projects, jump in, film another bit of Boyhood, do another movie, film some more Boyhood, do another movie. So for her to have to play all these different roles and then on occasion jump into this role in Boyhood and just nail it, it's really impressive. The younger children, I think the best acting the children in this film did was in the very beginning when they were so young that they probably didn't even realise they were acting. That's the great thing about really young child actors. For the most part, they're probably not acting, but as they got older, and as it was clear that, you know, acting probably isn't the path they're going to choose, but they've got this commitment to this film, you know, the quality and just their acting kind of dropped a bit, which it doesn't hurt the film that much because you kind of expect it, but the main character, Mason in particular, gets a little annoying as the film goes on. I think that he was maybe a little too different for a movie that touches on so many big topics, and there's a lot of relatability in this film. By the end of it, the main character Mason is he's a pretty weird person. Like I don't think many people are going to relate to Mason at the end of the film. Nowhere near as much as they did at the start, which, you know, obviously that happens throughout life. But I think he might have just gone too far away from the norm. But, you know, it doesn't hinder the movie that much, and it's still extremely enjoyable. I don't want to spend too long talking about this movie, but I will say that Boyhood it's an incredible experience, and I can't think of any other movie that can give you what Boyhood gives you. Whether you like it, whether you enjoy it or not, I do think it's something that everyone should experience at least once in their lives, and it's just words can't describe how well they executed the concept. The director, Richard Linklater, he's always been a personal favourite of mine with the Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, Before Midnight. If you haven't seen them, check them out. One of the best love story I've ever seen on the screen. Boyhood was just, I really, really liked this movie, and I'm going to go big with Boyhood. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. So yeah, if you haven't seen Boyhood, I would definitely suggest jumping on it and seeing it as soon as you can. I'm pretty sure it's still at cinemas. It's still running at cinemas, so jump to the local cinema, check it out if you can. If not, wait for DVD, and definitely at some point watch Boyhood. So have you seen Boyhood? Did you enjoy it, or, you know, did you think it was a bit of a long, dragged out movie that didn't really have the impact you were hoping for? Comment on YouTube, comment on Facebook, like us, subscribe, you know the drill. Until next time, see ya.